I think that again is a very good question, because if you look at the Indian IT industry in the first phase of growth, I think the industry has been pretty much a very linear growth industry, which means the growth of the industry was tightly linked to people, and it was good because we created 3 million direct jobs and close to about 10 million of indirect jobs. But going forward, I think clearly just the linear model alone will not help the Indian IT industry to reach the aspiration of 300 billion. Because if you look at it from a customer angle, customers are demanding expertise. They really want people who understand their business and how do people leverage technology to solve the business problem, which is where I think application of intellectual property, applications of unique solution sets which you have built become relevant, and they will certainly have a completely non-linear impact of how revenues come in. You could have a small product company of maybe 10-15 people creating a unique cloud-based solution which could translate into several $100 million of revenue, and that's completely non-linear in nature. So while products is one part of the nonlinear change and the transition which the IT industry is addressing, the other big move is to really move into what you could call more platform-based solutions. Because the strength of the Indian IT industry has been doing business applications for customers. Using the knowledge which they have gained, I think there's a tremendous opportunity for building in platforms which will manage a process end to end and which will get driven by technology, so that you get the benefits of automation, productivity, which in turn will result in the percentage of nonlinear revenues significantly moving up. So I think on one hand, while the technology disruptions and new markets are giving an opportunity for the Indian IT industry to build business models which are more non-linear, clearly even reimagining the current portfolio of business and thinking about how do you build platforms to consistently deliver superior services to customers at probably lower cost will also drive the trend of non-linearity. The key challenge in this whole transition is going to be how are you going to think of building a talent which will think market backwards, because I think pretty much in the first phase of the Indian IT industry, we've been an order-taking industry. Customers have told us what is it they want to be done. We have really then scaled up and we've been excellent at execution. But in the next phase, when you're thinking of building products or platforms, you need to have a view of the market. What is the problem? How will you solve that problem in a unique manner? Which necessarily means you have to think market backwards. And to orient our talent pool to think market backwards, I think is a big challenge. The second big challenge is to be far more market-centric in your go-to-market rather than just being a back-end player. What I mean by that is you need to be far more savvy marketing people in terms of identifying the right target segment, messaging rightly to them, and consequently really delivering the best value to those customers. So the challenge on the talent front is real. It's both on having technical people think market backwards, as well as building a new ethos of marketing-led approach in our go-to-market efforts.